Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make some pueblo buildings, some pueblo houses out of some tea boxes. So what you need for this is you need 3 tea boxes. They just be these little cardboard boxes. You need some brown paper. If you want to get out the paint, you can get out some brown paint as well. Some sticks, or I just use some popsicle or some craft sticks. You need some double-sided tape or regular tape or stick glue, and some scissors and some a marker. So first what you'll need to do is take your tea box here, and we want to make sure that you have the lid on here. If you don't, you can put another piece of cardboard here and just put it on top and tape it shut. So you want to just tape it shut. You just want to make sure that it's a solid box, and you want to do the same for all 3 of them. And they can be different boxes. You see I have 2 different kinds of boxes here. I'm going to close this box. Then I'm going to just tape the top here. Just want to tape it shut. Okay. This one's the easiest part here. Tape it shut. Okay, so the idea is I'm going to put these houses together like this. This is going to be how they stack on top of each other, like this. So you might want to get one that's a little bit bigger than the other. They could be different sizes. That's okay. We're just kind of getting the general idea. So before we put them together to make our houses, what we're going to do is we're going to cover these completely with some brown paper or paint them. Now, but if you paint them, you're going to need to have several layers of paint so that this print doesn't show through, and you're going to have to make sure that you let it dry in between each layer of paint. So the easiest thing is probably to do is to get some brown paper. Any old paper will do. You can actually use some grocery sacks too, and you can do it a couple different ways. You can cut a piece of paper to size, so each of these, cut a rectangle and glue it on, or tape it on, cut a rectangle and glue it on. Or you can try to wrap it, like you would a Christmas present. So go ahead and do that. Wrap or tape on or glue on all of the sides of your tea boxes so they're all covered with brown paper, or they are completely covered with brown paint. Okay, once you've got your 3 boxes covered with either brown paint or brown paper, go ahead and either glue them together or tape them together. So I did mine like this, with one at the bottom horizontally and 2 above it vertically. And I just taped mine on the back, but you can use some super glue or you can use some hot glue, obviously with adult supervision. But you just want to get them all nice and cozy there together. So the next part would be to put in some windows and doors. Now, this is something that if you wanted your windows and your doors to open, you could do this with a pair of scissors or an X-Acto knife. You can actually cut in here and have them open, but obviously that would just be for parental supervision, an adult doing that. So no children should be using an X-Acto knife, but that is an option that you can do. You could use a pair of scissors, a good pair of scissors. Again, I would not recommend that for children. That would just be, an adult helping out. If you don't want to go that route, you can always take a marker and we can just make our windows and doors that way. So I'm going to make a door. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make a door kind of off to the side. This is just a very generic house, pueblo house, so you can do it however you like. So I'm going to make a little door here. I'm going to make a little window, let's say up here. And you can fill in the windows if you want. You can leave them blank. Either way. Again, you can cut these out if you want. If you're using an X-Acto knife, you'd cut along the lines here. But remember, you have to go all the way through the box, which might be a little difficult. So make sure that you are not, that it's just adults and not kids. So now we have our second level here. So let's do this. Let's make a door over here. This is coming into our second level here. And then we've got windows up here. Upside down, it's a little crooked, but that's okay. So over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a ladder. So I've taken some popsicle sticks, some craft sticks, and I'm going to put those right here, and that's going to be my ladder. So they're going to have a ladder that they can climb up from one story to the next. So I'm going to take some white glue. Hot glue would work pretty well with this too, but if you take some white Elmer's glue, you can use that as well. You can also draw this on. You don't have to glue on sticks. You can make these a little bit smaller by cutting them. Again, you would need some adult supervision to do that. If you find some sticks outside, that's even better. You can use those sticks. That will look all natural. So I'm going to put them about that far apart, because then I'm going to draw on the rungs of the ladder. And if you have a little ladder, if you want to make your own little ladder, that would be even better. But we're just doing a quick one, so I'm going to draw the rungs on my ladder all the way to the top there. So there you go. There's our ladder going up to the floor there. So I'm going to make some more. I'm going to make a bunch of, let's say just a bunch of little windows right here. And again, you can work on filling these in, cutting these out. You can make people coming out of the windows. So these are just a really easy kind of way to make some beautiful pueblo homes, and just a little miniature version of it for the people who live in the pueblo homes in the southwest area. So there is one way to make it, with some tea boxes and some brown paper or brown paint, whichever one you chose.